All right, attention getters part 2. First, we talked about jokes. Now let's talk about hypothetical situations. People like to do this where they're like, imagine a world where this happens. And they like to do this with sad situations. That's a terrible idea. Nobody likes those. Hello, my name is Shantae. I'm a professor and a motivational speaker, and I'm teaching my class on TikTok this semester. Come along with me. All right, so let's talk about hypothetical situations. People like to say, imagine a world where this happens, or if this were happening, or think about this, or imagine if you were a person who didn't have this. And it's always a really sad situation. Nobody wants to think about that. Nobody wants to imagine themselves in a terrible situation where they're homeless or sad or poor or any of those kind of things. And my students love to use those kinds of hypothetical situations. We hate those. Don't do that because nobody wants to imagine themselves in their situation. So stop doing it. A hypothetical situation where we have to imagine ourselves in some horrible situation is not what anybody wants to do. So don't use it. That's not a good idea. When we use a hypothetical situation is a chance for people to imagine something that doesn't exist. If you're going to use a hypothetical situation, put us in something that is in the future. Imagine something that could be great, that hasn't been invented yet. That's a hypothetical situation. But don't say, what if this was, or what if that were? Don't use hypotheticals in that way. Then just tell us a real story. If you want us to think about something that's tragic, tell us a story about something that is real. Give us a real person, a real name. Tell us what's really happened. Unfortunately, that happens every day in this world, and there's an abundance of stories of real people where these tragic situations have happened. So tell us the real story. Don't tell us like, imagine a world where you lost this or put yourself in that situation. Nobody wants that. So if it's hypothetical, give us a hypothetical of something that is to come that we can imagine. Don't give us a hypothetical that sucks because we don't want to do that. If it's a hypothetical that sucks, give us a real story of a person. And then people are connected to something. Then you're much more likely to be persuasive in that instance.